Fish and Chums!
Hi everybody, Gary Heydrich here for this week's Fish and Chums Fishing Report. How y'all doing? I hope you had yourself a good week this past week. We've had some pretty good fishing here in the Tri-Lakes area. And today we're out, we did this on Thursday, yesterday, and we're out at K-Dock on Bull Shoals. My buddy Brandon and I had to fish Bull Shoals one time, even with the high water. Now the thing about Bull Shoals, the water temperature is around 82 degrees. The lake is still up a little over 20 feet, but they're dropping it something like 8 inches a day. Well, that's a lot of water. So that drawdown always commits for pretty tough fishing. Now Brandon caught a nice bass this morning right away on a topwater bait on a popar, and there's a lot of topwater action going out here for the first hour and a half of the day. But after that here at Bull Shoals, it can get tough. We caught some bluegill, we tried for crappie, we didn't do any good. But I tell you what folks, this lake is full of bait fish. There's shad everywhere. On my electronics, just cloud after cloud of bait fish. This is going to be great for the future, although it might be a little tough fishing right now, but I think it's really going to pay big dividends in the future. So we're out here at Bull Shoals, but I tell you what, yesterday Brandon and I and Catfish, Rick Ellis, were on Table Rock. That was on Wednesday, and boy, we caught probably close to 40 fish. And we caught big bluegill. Look at my buddy Brandon here with this beautiful bluegill. He caught some dandies Wednesday. And we really got into some nice bass fishing. Now the thing about, if you want to go out for the upcoming weekend, go bass fishing on Table Rock, don't have so much pride you can't use night crawlers. Because what you can do is get on a ledge anywhere, it seems like they're down around 20, 25, right at 30 feet of water, and use just a small hook, a split chop, and a night crawler. Get down there and catch 2 or 3 bass on that. Fire up that school. And once you fire that school up, you can actually come up, you got some old brown plastic worms, earth-colored plastic worms, cut it off to about like this size here. I'll show it to you with a close-up. And put that on your regular hook with a split shot up above it. And here's the key if you want to have fun like we've done Wednesday. We caught all those fish on ultralight 4-pound test. And boy, we're catching some big spotted bass. Not huge, but nice 2-pound fish, 1.5 pound fish. It's a lot of fun on 4-pound tests. And just a split shot up above a small hook. Use a little piece of the plastic worms or night crawlers. You're going to catch fish this weekend without a doubt. Also, we're still catching big bluegill out here. We caught a bunch of them this week out at Table Rock, I should say, in really nice size. Other than that, early morning hours, we can catch some fish on Table Rock on popars. Popars have been paying off maybe around 6:30 in the morning till maybe at 8 o'clock. We've had good reports on whopper ploppers as well, and some small spooks. By the way, up the James River arm, I had a friend up there the other day, and boy, the big schools of fish were coming up. White bass with spotted bass mixed in with the white bass for good topwater fishing. So Table Rock looks good for the upcoming weekend. I think you ought to get out there and try it. Boy, big bluegill. A lot of bass can be caught, maybe not big fish, but you're going to catch them. Try that ultralight. Oh, that's fun. Okay, at Taneycoma, we've had a little different report this week. We're catching fish out there, good reports on that pink power worm, that Berkeley trout worm, that little pink worm. That has been paying off this last few days. And it seems like the generation has been more in the afternoon hours, so that may help you. And they've been picking up some fish on Cleo spoons, and still they're picking up some fish on small crankbait, Rapala trout-colored crankbaits have been working. And seems like the fishing has been pretty good out there, so you may want to try Taneycoma for the upcoming weekend. Still power eggs in the orange, but don't overlook that pink worm, that trout worm. That will pay off for you. And another thing, guys, the square bill crankbaits. As I mentioned the last couple of weeks here on the program, a lot of shad are moving back into the creek on the feeder creeks and the big coves. And so square bill crankbaits, pitch them up, bounce them off logs, bounce them off the timber, and you're going to get a reaction bite. Square bill crankbait, especially up the James, have had good reports. Try it anywhere on the lake. And another thing, After that topwater bite in the morning, go to the big docks, and try this horsehead spinner. I've been talking about this the last couple of weeks on the show. Just a little grub, like a 3 or 4 inch grub, either the white, pearl, or the smoke, and pitch that out, count it down about 15, then slow roll it back. Around the deep water docks, we've caught a lot of fish on this bait here. Okay, that's it from Bull Shoals Lake, the K-Dock area. Brandon and I had a great time out here today. We didn't catch a lot of fish, but folks, that's why they call it fishing, not catching. Having fun. Well, out here at the Bull Shoals, a lot of shad, a lot of drawdown, but I tell you what, there's going to be great fishing here in the future. Boy, watch out. Okay, if you would like to, I'll tell you one thing, a couple things I'd like you to do. Be sure to like and share. We really appreciate that. And subscribe. If you have some friends that might enjoy the show, we like to talk about bass, crappie, walleye, trout, catfish, whatever. So join in on our team. Subscribe. It's free. Just push that button. We'd really appreciate it. And tell your friends about it again. And if you'd like to be featured here on Fishin' Chum, be sure to email us. Email us at fishinchums@gmail.com. That's it for the day. Get out and get bit this weekend. God bless you. See you next week.